As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And off we go in Santa Clara. Kadarius Toney now to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Now a give to Brooks, coming left. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
They send the tight end in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And the reverse makes it to the end zone. Touchdown! The Panthers take a 6-0 lead right away. That one right down the middle. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, first and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. Purdy throwing here on first. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 31-yard play, and that's a 49er first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
19 tight. 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick. 6 Warrior. 70. Go.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Cup 19.
Play action now with Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Panthers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Kupp on the catch. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now they have 3rd and short.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Back to the air on second. Purdy. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go, set. Buffalo 18, 19 Lion. Trap 60, trap 60. Hunt.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
Ready.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Shotgun, handoff to Garindo. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
On the set.
Now it's second and goal from the 1.
Hawk 70, Hawk. Here we go, here we go. Check, hurt, hurt. Check, go.
He gets it headed right. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers tie this game 7-7.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 32. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Rookie quarterback threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowball.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback at Ask Peyton, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Now they send their back in motion right. He hucks it deep off his back foot. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. He'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
He'll get this one to Brooks. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up second down. Putting the tight end in motion. Second and 10 now. Finds Sanders. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, a trusty tight end.
Cut out left. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it at the 5. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that will set up first and goal.
Ready up.
Brooks is in for the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers get it down to a single point. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers tie things up. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll start this drive out, first and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. He'll get this to come. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown! McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is McManus to kick this away. Return coming here from the 12. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Has a man. It's Brooks. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Collects this at the 35. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the 49ers will go on offense.
Hold the ready.
1st and 10 from the 41. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Go! Track at 60, 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks, 19.
From the 46. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Let's go now. Riggs. Warrior 70. Cup 19. Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. The deep shot connects on the free play and makes for a very easy decline of that offsides flag. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They'll run here following the penalty. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
19 Lions. Let's go. Go.
From the gun is Purdy. That's taken in by Cup. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That's a pickup of 9. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hook.
A pitch to McCaffrey. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. This ball's caught by McCaffrey. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown! The 49ers take a 13-point lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown! Extra point try is good by McManus. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 27. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
First down throw by Purdy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Putting a receiver in motion. Purdy now on 2nd and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
A throw right side finds Kupp. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the red zone now. Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
79 Broncos.
Man in motion here.
Go.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick by Folk is good. So a crazy first half has finally reached the 2-minute warning. The 49ers pushing for points.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's complete. Here's Brooks. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Cops, this is Xavier Legette. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. On the give, it's Brooks. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high-percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Dragon 60, 19 tight, 19, 70 range, 70 range.
Looking to throw, Purdy. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He gets them out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. This one returned for 11 yards. And it's going to be Panthers football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers chop some of the lead off before the half. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Let's go now. Warriors 70.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Set. Go street.
Purdy on 1st down. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Trap 60, trap 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79 bro.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. On the move, headed right. Cut near the goal line. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
McCaffrey Does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this.
21.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready!
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this almost ended worse, but it gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by J.C. Horn. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go! 18, Pioneer, 60 Bobcat, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check up.
From the gun is Purdy. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. To throw here on 1st down. He'll get this one to Brooks. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Working quickly here. On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They've got a man in motion. On 1st down, here comes Brooks. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Charvarius Ward brings him down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Running once more with Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play, and it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Go!
Throwing now on first down. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Let's go now!
From the 38. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Pass play now. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In third and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a fourth down instead.
Let's go! Slash! Slash! Track 60!
Here's a throw. And they pick him off again. That's Deommodore Lenoir. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Second and 3 now.
Ready, ready!
Going run again with McCaffrey. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's a 49er first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Here we go, here we go!
First down throw by Purdy. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Set! 60 by 6, 60 by...
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Reload! Set, ready! Ready!
They stick with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Ready!
Here he goes on the bootleg. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
And this one hits first to the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
19 tight.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. This one misses the tight end. And now it's second down.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws will find a drop at some point, too.
And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived.
Ready? Go!
They'll throw on first. Complete out to the right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Let's go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Still on his feet. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the 49ers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and it happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger. Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
That's brought in by Jennings. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
60 Maverick. Drop low 80.
Caught the motion, man left.
Ready?
On third down, Purdy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Back to the air on second, Purdy. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Right there. Set. Go, check. Ready?
They'll try and punch it in. Ooh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7.
Stephanie! Go, Reed! Go! Go!
Running for it again. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers put up even more points in a win. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers make it a 24-point ball game. On now is McManus to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Throwing off the play fake here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying again, following the sack. Pass it down close. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Gonna keep this one and go. And he gets in, touchdown. The Panthers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now.
Panthers 28.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Here we go, set.
Hands off here for Brooks. And he turns a little room to work into a game down to the 9. Offense in the hurry up here. Again, it's Brooks. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken... Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Here's Brooks. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he's headed the wrong way on the reverse. They got him behind the line. Offense up to the line fast. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. It's second and goal.
Here we go.
Throwing from the gun here. And they pick him off again. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. He's at midfield. The 30. He's at the 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up second down. Stanley keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw didn't work out the way his earlier targets have.
It kind of felt like, you could see that from the booth, this defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball. A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
Legette's got it. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Catch is made down the right sideline. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. They'll try and throw it here. And they pick him off again. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. They got their own fumble. And the Panthers take over just inside the 40. They're at the opposing 39. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
1st and 10, looking to throw. This is reeled in by Leggett. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, Carolina.
From the red zone now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Intercepted in the end zone. Jair Brown has it.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Let's go now.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the 23-yard line.
Now a give, it's McCaffrey headed right. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Okay, ready?
3rd and 4.
A give, left side to McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He was tackled at the 20.
Give him a couple on the run, but that run accomplishes little. It's 4th down.
4th down.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. This kick is away, but it is short and straight up into the air. And they'll touch this down just shy of midfield. So the 49ers